But hello, Winnie, Sterling, James, Roman, and Cleo. This is one nice day. The sun is shining. Yes, I'm going to read a Scooby-Doo book today. I was happy to say happy birthday to Kevin, who had a birthday today. And let's see. Oh, Scooby-Doo is a dog. He's not a little dog. He is a big dog. And I am going to see what he is up to today. Right now he's down on the ground. Something has come out. The picture looks interesting. So I will read this after we go through some words. And before I start the story, I'm going to sit up in my chair. I am not going to be afraid, even though this has a monster in it. We'll find the word and, are. I don't think there's a mom in this book. There is a she, because there's Thelma. I see Thelma in the picture. I don't see a dad. Me, I'm not in the book. Two, we are going to read a book. The two main characters are Scooby-Doo and Shaggy, his owner. And this might be too scary for Roman and Cleo because they're so little, but I'm sure they'll be okay. So, today, we'll probably find the word no in this book. Word will be in the book. And as always, I love you. Y-O-U. So, what is this book? It is a story. Story is S-T-O-R-Y. The story about the magnetic monster. Scooby and the magnetic monster. Look at that. Velma's holding a great big magnet there. They look a little scared. Well, let's see what this book is about. Ooh, he does look like a monster. Scooby-Doo, a science of magnetism mystery. The magnetic monster. Well, here we have, look at, there's a lot of people watching the show, and there's huge magnets. Those are big magnets up there. Now, this is very small print. Scooby-Doo and the gang were at a concert by their favorite band, the Sound Magnets. Shaggy, what are you Scooby doing? Daphne asked. Why aren't you dancing? We're using these magnets to try to find loose change, Shaggy answered. Loose change? Sighed Scooby. We'll use our newfound moolah to buy some snacks, said Shaggy. Good times really make us hungry. Of course they do, muttered Velma. But I think this magnet is broken, Shaggy said. It won't pick up any coins. The magnet isn't broken, Fred said. Magnets attract certain kinds of metal, like iron and steel, but they don't attract other metals, like copper and aluminum. What does copper have to do with finding coins, said Shaggy. Pennies have copper in them, explained Daphne. In fact, most U.S. coins today are made from non-magnetic metals. That's something I didn't know. Well, they're still at this concert. There's a fact file. The ancient Greeks found rocks that could attract iron. The rocks were called lodestones. In ancient China, lodestones were used to guide ships. Okay. Shaggy scratched his head. Does a magnet attract iron but not copper? First, you must understand how magnetism works, Velma said. Magnetism is an invisible force, just like gravity. It can move a piece of iron without touching it. Magnetism starts inside atoms. What did a bunch of guys named Adam have to do with magnetism? Shaggy said. A-T-O-M. Atom, not Adam, A-D-A-M, Velma said. Everything in the universe is made up of atoms, or groups of atoms called molecules. Tiny, charged, spinning particles, called electrons, orbit around an atom's nucleus, Daphne said. The motion of charged particles makes magnetic fields. Electrons in atoms have tiny magnetic fields. In most material, like copper, the magnet fields cancel each other out, Velma said, and that means there's no magnetic force. This is a lot of information. But in iron, the magnetic fields don't completely cancel each other out, Fred said. Iron atoms, therefore, are magnetized. In fact, many magnets are made out of iron. Iron, said Scooby. Yes, Scooby, iron, Daphne said. Like I think he means that we're in a magnetic field of that creepy iron creature, Shaggy said. Ooh, what creepy iron creature? Let's turn the page and see. Oh, there he is. He looks like a creepy creature. Shaggy covered his ears. The band sounds a little out of tune. A little? Asked Velma. All the speakers are going haywire. That creature is destroying everything on stage, said Fred. Look at that guy. He's breaking up the band. Hey, look, it's getting away, Daphne shouted. Come on, gang, said Fred. Let's follow that mutant hunk of metal. Here we go again, Shaggy said. Like it's gone, Shaggy said. That one fast metal monster. Can you find a scented trail, Scoob? Roar, roar, said Scooby, shaking his head. Oh, I'd say we got another mystery on our hands, said Fred. You could say that again, Daphne said. I'll say we got another mystery. Velma cleared her throat. No time for jokes, Fred. Let's go question the band. I hope this investigation doesn't take too long, moaned Shaggy. My coupon for free French fries expires at midnight. Daphne knocked on the door. No one's answering, she said. Maybe they went home, Shaggy said. I say we do the same. Suddenly, the door creaked open. Zoinks! It's the heavy metal monster, said Shaggy. I think Scooby was a little scared there too, huh? Said Shaggy. We totally thought you were that metal monster. That's a guy in the band. I'm Felix Fox, lead singer for the Sound Magnets. I was just trying on a costume for our next show. Fred stuck out his hand and introduced the gang. My friends and I like solving mysteries, he said. We can help you figure out who or what destroyed your speakers and ruined your concert, said Daphne. That would be great, Felix said. Please come inside. Ooh, what does it look like inside that room? This isn't our first run-in with that creature, Felix explained. Ruh, 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 said Scooby-Doo. Felix shook his head. A few weeks ago, I received a text message. That message said the band had been cursed. Yeah, agreed the board's drummer. And now that metal monster keeps showing up at our concert. Oh, it must be hard to play drums with such heavy sticks, said Shaggy. Where are these heavy sticks? They don't look so heavy. Oh, these aren't my regular sticks, the drummer said. My mom gave me these iron drumsticks for my birthday. But one was stolen a few weeks ago. Hey, let's go check it out. Okay. These are his sticks. Yeah, there's some sticks there. The speakers were haywire when the creature took the stage, said Velma. Why would that be? Shaggy asked. Magnets, said Fred. Speakers use magnets to make sound. Fred's right, Velma agreed. There are magnets inside every speaker. As electricity passes in the speaker, the magnets vibrate. I didn't know that, guys. The vibrating magnets move a cone made of paper or plastic, Daphne explained, and that cone sends out the sound waves. I'm guessing the iron creature somehow used strong magnets to destroy the speakers. That's a speaker that's got strange smoke coming out of it. So he kind of messed up that speaker, didn't he? Come on, gang, said Fred. Let's see what else we can find. Ooh, what is Scooby finding here? What'd you find, Scoob? Shaggy said. A snack? Daphne knelt next to Scooby. Oh, it looks like pencil shavings. How strange. That's our first clue. It's a strong magnetic force, it says. Watch out, Scoob, Shag said, dropping his magnet. Look at that, Fred said. The shavings moved around the magnet. Oh, they're definitely not pencil shavings, said Velma. If I had to guess, I'd say they're iron shavings. These iron shavings must really like that magnet, Shaggy said. You're right, Daphne said. Magnets have magnetic fields. A magnetic field is the area where there is a magnetic force. Well, that's this area here around that magnet. A magnet's two ends are called the north and the south. Whoops, north here and the south there. The magnet field flows from north to the south pole, and a magnet's magnetic force is strongest near its poles. It's strongest at the end, and it flows between them. Ooh, here we have the flow of a magnetic field going that way. Fact file. If you cut a bar magnet in half, the new pieces will have two poles, a north and a south. Each new pole that's out of the half will also have two poles. So there's always going to be two poles on a magnet. Look, Scoob, our magnets don't like each other, said Shaggy. Well, that's because of magnets like poles repel each other, but opposite poles attract. Oh, just like me and hot dogs, Shaggy said. Does that have anything to do with these magnetic fields? Exactly, said Velma. Remember that the magnetic field flows from north to south. When you place two like poles together, the magnetic field repel each other. But when you place opposite poles together, they attract. Fred said. That's because their magnetic field flows in the same direction. Any piece of iron can be made into a magnet, Daphne said, and she rubbed Scooby's bar magnet along the iron drumstick. Magic, Scooby said. Actually, it's all because of domains, Velma said. Inside each magnet are millions of micromagnets called domains. A magnet's domains are lined up. The domains in a regular piece of iron aren't lined up yet, said Fred. Rubbing a magnet across the iron causes its domains to line up. The iron then becomes a magnet. Hey, we learned to be magnets for that monster. We seem to be a magnet for that monster, Shaggy said. Oh, there's that monster. He's got that blue and red, like two different poles. Look out below, Velma cried. The floor is falling. Hey, we've got company. He doesn't look happy. Like, where are we? Shaggy said. Oh, we're in some kind of a tunnel below the concert hall, said Velma. What'd you find, Scoob? Asked Shaggy. River. Oh, Velma said. There are shavings. Scooby's right. It's more than shavings. Things are starting to make sense. Well, not to me, said Shaggy. The creature has been using these old tunnels to appear and disappear, said Velma. I'd like to disappear out of this creepy tunnel, said Shaggy. Woo, said Scooby. Oh, great, said Shaggy. How do we know which way to go? We will never get out of here. Actually, we will, Velma said, thanks to my compass. I never leave home without it. Shaggy looked at the compass. How is it knowing what time it is going to be? Help us. No, a compass doesn't tell time, said Velma. It uses magnets to tell us which way you're going. Oh, is a magnet like a map? Shaggy said. In a way, a compass is a map of the Earth, Velma said. The Earth is like a giant magnet. The North Pole of the compass magnet points to the North Pole. Can your compass point me to the burger barn so I can have my french fries? Said Shaggy. Our work's not done, Shaggy. The hunt for the concert hall, the front of the concert hall is north, said Velma. So we have to go that way. Fact file. Earth's magnetic south pole is near its geographic north pole. That's why the compass north pole points in that direction, because opposite poles attract. Boy, I'll be glad to see you, Shaggy said to friend Daphne. Next time, let's stick together like magnets. Hey, we found more iron shavings in a secret underground tunnel, Velma said. And we found a trail of iron shavings leading to a junkyard, Daphne said. I've got an idea, gang, Fred said. We can use a magnet to catch the magnetic monster. Oh, where can we find a magnet that big? Velma said. Follow me, Fred said. We're going to the junkyard. I'll call Felix and have the band meet us there, Daphne said. Oh, I hope the burger barn's on the way, said Shaggy. He still wants to eat. Always wants to eat. Fact file. In 1820, Danish scientist Ørsted found that the current passing through a wire created a magnet field, and he discovered the first We can use a huge electromagnet to catch this creature, said Fred. Like what's an electromagnet, said Shaggy. Well, an electromagnet combines magnetism and electricity, Velma said. Without electricity, electromagnets lose their magnetism. Hey, Velma's right, said Daphne. electricity flowing through a wire creates a magnetic field, and when you coil that wire around iron, the magnetic field becomes much stronger. Strong enough to lift the metal monster, said Shaggy. Turn on the power, and we will see. So that's a huge electromagnet. Let's see if it works. Whoop! It does! It picked up that monster. Wait a minute. It might be picking up Shaggy, too. And Scooby-Doo. And Shaggy, because Shaggy's holding on to Scooby-Doo. Jinx, said Velma. Our magnetic monster, it worked on it, but a little too well, said Shaggy, because it's also picking up Scooby. Maybe because Scooby has his main team is a metal. Now it's time to see who this creature really is, Fred said, retrieving the monster's mask. Kirk, is that you? Felix asked. Do you know him? Daphne asked. A few months ago, he tried to be in the band's new drummer, but he needed more practice. Is this true? Asked Velma. Kurt nodded. If I couldn't be in the band, I decided there would be no band. So I used powerful magnets and water to short-circuit their equipment. That was nice. And you stole the iron drumstick, said Daphne. Yes, said Kurt, and I would have gotten away with it if it weren't for you meddling kids. Well, gang, looks like we've solved another mystery, said Fred. Let's swing back to the burger barn on our way home, Shaggy said. Burgers and fries to go, together like opposite poles in the magnet. Scooby-Dooby-Doo, Scooby cheered. The end. So they get their snack, which they want all the time. They love to eat. All right. So, science and engineering practice. Ask a question and define the problem. Find a model. Plan and carry out an investigation. Analyze. Use math. Construct an explanation. Engage in an argument. Obtain, evaluate, and communicate. They use different science techniques to solve that mystery. So we have an atom, a small particle, a domain, a group of magnetic atoms, and I heard we heard what these other things were when we talked. And they used a lot of big scientific words in this story. So, this is our story today, Scooby-Doo and the Science of Magnetism. Well, there was lots of information in that one. A lot of stuff I didn't know. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Love you all. Bye-bye.